And the interesting thing is that Trump is not only killing the GOP, he's destroying his own businesses. He cannot see beyond his nose, and he cannot. I mean, I remember listening to his kids say that, the campaign is hurting businesses. It's not the campaign that's hurting business. It's your damned candidate that's hurting the businesses. I mean, bookings in his hotel and resort properties are down 60% in the last 2 months. 60%. And you think, my God, when are you going to have the wake-up call that realizes you're not just being, the class clown and the buffoon in front of the room? You're going to tank everything you've built over the last 50 years.
Talking of tanking, apart from his, you're absolutely right, apart from his business supposed empire, I mean, what interests me is what's going to happen to the Republican Party post-Trump. I mean, there's already movements within the Republican Party. Paul Ryan has a faction. George Bush, both of them, they have a faction. Yeah. There's another faction, the Breitbart faction. So what do you think is going to come out of this after November the 8th for the Republicans? What are we going to see in terms of the Republican Party, do you think?
The Whigs, the WHIG party, they ceased to exist after the election of Abraham Lincoln and the rise of the Republican Party. Don't know what's going to come out of this, but there will be a far-right version, just like what we're watching with Labour. There'll be a far or a more right-of-center party that controls, and there'll also be the standard bearers, which were the traditional Republican Party. But their numbers are going to be, roughly half of what they were, and I can't see them actually, improving and moving on from there.
I mean, let's put this in context as well. I mean, the Republican Party... this is the party of Abraham Lincoln, which won the American Civil War. That's the Republican Party. If we're talking about possible demolition of the party by Trump, in effect, I mean, that's a huge number, really.
Yeah, it is. And the before we go to break, the last big issue is that we have to understand, and I don't think Donald Trump has ever come to grips with it, that 2016 is the year of the women voter. It's why we're going to be spending time with our second episode this week talking with two very strong political women in Carolee Kuntz and Nicole Sandler to try and really dive into the second level of this. But, I mean, when the People magazine story comes out and corroborates 6 people, step forward to say, yeah, that People magazine reporter got it right, when you've now got this movement that is starting called Pussies Grab Back, in terms of saying, we're not going to take this. And it's not 50%. It's closer to 54% of the electorate, the voting age electorate, are women. That's the end of him. And, some are saying she's absolutely destroying him. But the hidden nuclear weapon in the Democrats' arsenal is not hidden. It's Michelle Obama. And as we saw last episode in the speech that she gave.
A very powerful speech. So are they going to Hillary? I mean, is Hillary attracting them?
Oh yeah. I mean, and if they're not, they're just going to stay home. So, he's going to be hurt on so many levels you can't even begin to imagine.